George Bernard Shaw once said that alcohol is the anesthesia by which we endure the operation of life. And boy, could he not have been more correct about the year that we have had. I know that you are agreeing with me about this. I have worked at Arthur's since I was 15 years old. I've been bartending since I'm like 2013. I've been managing since 2014. Aside from the vast knowledge I have to have about our history and just about our menu and our daily operations, I also have to know how to make a plethora of drinks. One of the drinks I have to know how to make is our signature cocktail, the Hurricane Arthur. I also have to make sure my bartenders know it as well. Would you believe that World War II ending is the reason we have the drink known as the Hurricane? There are many different variations of it, but today I will be describing how we make our Hurricane at Arthur's. Hurricanes have helped get me, and I'm sure most of you, through this trying year and many trying times, as well as other alcohol. So I will be discussing with you the history of the Hurricane, the history of Arthur's, and what is in the Arthur's Hurricane. So tracing back to New Orleans, at the end of World War II, there was such a shortage of bourbon and whiskey, but there was such a vast amount of rum. No one knew what to do with rum. No one really made drinks with rum. Distributors were offering cases of rum for just one case of bourbon or whiskey or something like that. So here comes Pat O'Brien and his partner, Charlie Cantrell. They had such an amount of rum that they decided to make a cocktail with it, just to try to use it all up. The head bartender at the time, Louis Culligan, he published a recipe in Cabaret magazine, actually, around 1956, and it was the original recipe for the drink known as the Hurricane. Called for 4 ounces of gold rum, which is like an aged Jamaican rum, 2 ounces of lemon juice, 2 ounces of called Fashionola, which is like a specialty passion fruit syrup. And then you would fill a shaker or a tumbler 2/3 of the way up with ice and the ingredients, shake and pour it unstrained into what's known as a Hurricane glass. Patrons started loving this drink. They loved the flavor. They loved how different it was compared to the bourbon and whiskey drinks, even though I love my bourbon and whiskey. And they loved the type of glass that it came in, how fun it was. So transitioning to the Hurricane at my work and the history of my work. So in 1947, Allen E. Bradford Restaurant changes to Applebee's Grill. In 1956, that becomes Art's. Around the 70s, it becomes Arthur's, which is located in Hyde Park, the original location. 1980s, the current owners, B.J. Hughes, Joe Santorelli, and Susan Selzer, become servers and bussers there. In 1998, they bought Arthur's. In 2014, the second location was open. I went out with them to help them open the second location, and that's when I began managing. So I started in 2005 as a hostess, and I worked my way up to become a manager that I am today. I left around late 2010 and was gone for about 1.5 years. I came back at the beginning of, it was probably 2013. So for 15 years, I've been with them, and I helped them to open the second location, which I have been at since then. So I've been there a very long time. Lots of alcohol has come my way. So the history of the Hurricane Arthur, it started at our Hyde Park location, and it came over to the Anderson location. For $5.50, it buys you our version, consisting of a blend of coconut, strawberry, mango, and pineapple rums, cranberry and pineapple juices, and grenadine floated on top of it. It is so refreshing, so simple to drink. You forget that you have any alcohol in you, and that's why it's so dangerous and why I love them so much. I'm very thankful to Pat O'Brien and Charlie Cantrell and Louis Culligan for making such an iconic drink that you and I know today. No matter what version is made, you know to expect something fruity and delicious. Whether you want to come to our Hyde Park location, to our Anderson location, or if you want to go to any other restaurant down the street, you're going to have a good time with a Hurricane. I appreciate World War II ending for a multitude of reasons, but also because it helped us to get the hurricane drink that we have today. And I'm thankful for Bradford for making Arthur's and starting that chain of events to become Arthur's what it is today. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make that drink. So I don't have anything fancy here, but I do have my rum, which is 2 ounces of rum, which I'm pouring into a cup. Okay. We have some cranberry juice. Pineapple juice. I love pineapple juice, so I go a little bit heavy on the pineapple juice. And then just a little bit of grenadine. Now you would normally mix all of that together and shake it. I personally don't care how my alcohol is handed to me. I will like it either way. I'm just going to give it a quick stir. Sip, and it's absolutely delicious, especially as an after dinner drink after a long day of work, which I just got home from. So thank you all for listening to me, and I hope you all can go out and enjoy a hurricane soon.